Ensuring safety in nuclear power plants amid the lack of well-trained human resources is a challenge for many countries, including Vietnam. Our reporter talked to Mr. Nobuo Tanaka, former executive director of the International Energy Agency, about the issue.
Thank you, Mr. Takana, for sparing your time for our talk. Ensuring the highest standard of nuclear safety is the first priority of many countries, especially after Fukushima nuclear accident. So what measures should be adopted to ensure safety in nuclear power plants in Vietnam?
The lesson from Fukushima is clear. We have to be prepared for the risk because nuclear, yes, we can keep it as safe as possible, but still there's a risk of accident. So get prepared for any accident, and this kind of disaster could have been avoided. So don't, just limit your scope in the way that already there is a technology you can solve it, but in case of emergency something could happen, so just make a good preparation.
Vietnam now still lacks qualified workers for management, operation and maintenance of nuclear power plants. So how could Vietnam deal with this problem?
So education and cooperation with other experienced countries is a very important one. Russia and Japan, Vietnam is now working with to introduce the new reactors. So these are the two major countries I think Vietnam can rely on. And IAEA, International Organization of Safety Proliferation, they have the expertise. So try to get information and get people trained in these countries for the safer operation. It's not operation, but it's also the regulators. That is where that international community, nuclear community, can work with Vietnam.
What experience from other countries in nuclear power human resource training that could be useful for Vietnam?
Well, the first, countries are Japan and Russia, because they are building the reactors here in the current plant. But not only these two countries, but other countries. Korea has lots of technologies. France has technologies. International Energy, Atomic Energy Agency has authority. So and the United States certainly has a huge potential of the expertise there. So these are the countries where I think Vietnam can learn a lot.
Nuclear technology and human resources are always expensive. It makes the price of electricity higher and reduce the competitiveness of nuclear power. So what do you think could be the solution for this problem?
The first thing we can recommend to you is be energy conservation as much as possible. Well, energy efficiency is the key area. You have to use electricity, but you make it as small as possible. So technologies in the buildings, transportation, industry, to make the users as efficient as possible, and then supply the electricity to them. This is the first step to build the efficient structure of the industry or economy. That is the necessary step.
So that wraps up our talk today. Once again, thank you very much.